didn't you like?
Well, all in all, I thought it was a really good outing. I was consistent with my other outings. I was able to have a quick first inning, which I think is the most important inning of the game. And I went out there, wanted to work on my curveball, wanted to work on my changeup, and wanted to throw a couple of good two-seamers. I did that, and I think it's to the point where, in spring training, you really don't look at the result as much as your result of being able to execute your pitches that you want to throw. And today I felt like I threw a ton of strikes. Walks weren't an issue. I was able to get a couple swing and misses on my changeup. Was able to throw my breaking ball first strikes, and had a couple of two-seamers looking. I accomplished everything that I wanted to do today, and I was just looking forward to going back out next time.
New reporter.
What you got, man?
It's not Frazier's kid by any chance.
It's a new MLB guy.
That's right.
It's a scout. Yeah, you left without him.
It's different than, I'm sorry, it's different than a regular season game. I like Carrasco today was just throwing mainly fastballs, and you probably had a little bit more of an arsenal, but you are trying to execute different.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to work on something every time. That's what spring training is. You haven't been on the mound for a while. Today I was able to go out for 5 innings, which I haven't done yet this year, and I felt really good. I feel healthy. I threw a ton of strikes, and luckily I was able to get some runs, which kept the momentum on our side for the most part. So accomplished everything I wanted to do today, without a doubt.
Is it a challenge to separate those kind of goals from the competition of trying to find a spot, things like that?
Yeah, you don't think about it. Everyone in the clubhouse is obviously trying to get a spot, but as a young guy, you want to learn as much as you can, and you want to go out and accomplish what you're going out there to do. I don't accomplish anything if I go out and throw 90% fastballs or something, but we have meetings and stuff, and I went out there and wanted to throw my changeup and curveball and work on hitting different spots, and I felt like that accomplished. And sometimes you can't look at the results sometimes as much as I want to go up there and put out zeros. You have to do it and take it into perspective of what you accomplished.
You also look like you're working on a sunburn/tan there.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. No, it's hot. Our bodies haven't been out there for a while, and you kind of feel it. But no, it's hopefully it turns out to be a little brown or something here soon.
I know you don't lack confidence, but do you feel more confident each and every time you go out there and have this success?
100%. I obviously went through a up and down last year. This year I wanted to work on other things, and I'm able to go out there and do that now, and I feel really confident. Being around the older guys and just continuing to learn from them is also helping. But every outing this spring, I felt really, really good, and I've been going out there and doing what I want to do.
How's your experience last year in the majors helped you prepare this year, where maybe a year ago you didn't have that major league experience to sort of know what to prepare on this year?
Yeah, I think more than anything, you take that all factor out of it. Growing up being a fan of baseball, you look at these guys that you're facing now, and you kind of just have to take a step back. But now it's the same game. The more times I'm thrown out there, the more comfortable I'm feeling, and you just have to realize that the stuff that you work on, you have to take to the game, because if you leave a ball up or you make a mistake, you're going to pay for it. But I think the more and more times that I've been out there, and the more things that I've been working on, has definitely made me feel comfortable, and I'm just looking forward to hopefully next week where I can go out there and have another good outing.
Is there one specific person you've leaned on here in the clubhouse for advice?
I wouldn't say one particular person. The veteran guys, Shieldsy, Holland, Katana, the relief guys. So we're all one unit. We're constantly picking the brains of the hitters as well, and I felt like we're really bonding as a team, and we're getting to know each other pretty well. So everyone, the whole group is really special, and I'm fortunate to be here and being around those guys.
Was there a guy last year when you first came up that you did kind of have to take a step back that you're about to face, or do you?
I mean, every one of them, I guess. You just like you said, being a fan of the game for since I was a kid, you have to just take a step back and take a deep breath and really focus on, what you've been preparing, for the moment for. So it's a cool experience, but I'm feeling comfortable each time out.